Later, juniper berries. Well, it looks more like juniper berry than iced tea to me. Anyway, let's have a listen. I'll talk you around it. Let's go. So, pick up time, I believe, and starting with the bridge and on the distorted channel. Into the centre. And onto the neck. Okay, let's see how they clean up. And again, starting with the bridge end. Beautiful. Into the centre. Okay, okay, let's see how they clean up. And again, starting with the bridge end. Beautiful. Into the centre. And onto the neck. 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 And onto have a look round. See what Gibson tell us. So you see, some new colours, it seems, for 2019. And this offering came in both iced tea, which is the colour of this chap here, and it also came in tobacco burst. And both colours are in fact bursts, but easy for me to say, isn't it? Bursts. So let's look from stem to stern. So you've got your silkscreen Gibson at the top of the headstock there, and it does usefully tell you on the truss rod cover that it's a tribute. We have got green keys, vintage style, which is they're stamped up Gibson Deluxe, like the Clusons, and of course you can have a look at that serial number if it pleases you. And here you'll note that the neck is a very, very nicely figured maple, and really calling this a tribute, I think, makes an awful lot of sense. Because, of course, from time to time, Gibson have in fact produced Les Pauls with maple necks, and this one it's medium to slim C is how I'd describe it best. Nice thick rosewood fingerboard there with, I assume there'll be acrylic dot inlays. You get the scratch plate with it. This one's still got the plasticky stuff on it. And the pickups are 490R in the neck and 490T in the bridge. You've got a regular, is it the Nashville style, that one? Tunematic with the stop tail, and yeah, maple cap, which you can see very clearly. It looks a bit like binding, that, doesn't it, you see, from where the maple meets the mahogany body, which is ultra weight relieved apparently, and yeah, it's not as heavy as some others, I guess. So if you're in the market for one of these, obviously the normal place to check. Now I'm going to tell you a little horror story, you see. So I was having a look at another Gibson Crescent Moon, and it was a poor advert, and watch out for this. There was very, very little wording in the advert main body copy, and it just said, this guitar, this owned, please study the photos for the best information. And had I not really had those photos under the microscope, I would have failed to have spotted the hairline crack that was from the volute to halfway across the headstock here. It had been clearly a very good repair, but a crack nonetheless. Not mentioned in the eBay advert, and you're supposed to, aren't you, you see? But does saying study the adverts for the best information, does that let you off the hook? I'm not sure about that, you know. And I would have been sending it back, certainly. And so that would have been a big old argument. So yeah, if it says study the photographs, study the photographs. This one, not much studying required here. This one really has not been played. The action is precisely where we want to see it, at a 1.25 at the 12th on the high E, and the pickups have got those underneath the cover here. You've got that quick connect system. They're both popping out, which is roughly what I'd expect for 490s. They're around the mid 7s mark, which is normal, you know. That's what Gibson say. They say somewhere between 7.5 and 8. And yeah, it plays beautifully. So yes, so Tribute. In fact, yes. So its full name is the Gibson Les Paul Studio Tribute, and it says that it's got the open coil 490s in to give it that 50s sound. And so if it's supposed to be a 50s sound tribute, that's a bit daft, because of course Les Paul Studios didn't exist until, was it recent, isn't it? 83 or something like that. So there we go. Yeah, but all in all, these are, I've just had a look on eBay now. Cheapest one I can find is 800 quid, collection only. And so with these, they originally came with those posh cases with the neck support. So probably fairly robust for posting, I would think. Certainly better than the old bags that we used to get. And they... Now, I had a look at there's some paperwork with this. So it's always nice if you can get paperwork. But I didn't see a baby photo, and I thought they're still doing them in 2019. Maybe some of you people out there can let me know when they... I don't think they're still doing baby photos, or maybe they are. Maybe they're only doing them with certain models. So if you know anything about the Gibson baby photos, please write in and let me know. I'd be delighted to learn. Yeah, so usual story. If you are looking for one of these, like I say, study the photos. You're looking for where the neck meets the body and where the head meets the neck. That's the main thing. And we always want to know that we're getting the original pickups, because if you haven't got the original pickups, it's not going to sound like a Gibson. These are the original pickups, because I had a quick... Actually, I've not had them out, but I had a quick look in the cavity control here, and it's the Gibson PCB with Gibson pots, and it's the Gibson Quick Connect, which I haven't seen on any of the... It doesn't look like anything on any other pickup installation that I've seen, so I'm quite happy that these are the original pickups. Well, I mean, the thing's not been touched, so so that's that. Yes, and they come with the lovely gold top. This is what we call them, gold something hats. Is it a gold hat? A gold top? A jersey gold top? Yes. So they come with those, you see. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice to play, and sounds absolutely superb. And they are not going to break the bank, and they're also not going to break your back, because they are very, very nicely weight relieved. And with all of that said, I shall bid you a fond farewell. I'll see you all soon, folks. Adios amigos. Ta-ra.